Oh my god, I'm dying. It's actually too hot in this, like, I feel like I'm in Satan's bumhole. But anyway, hello, I've not seen you for so long. Like, I've been so busy. I've been up to my eyeballs in this. Like, you won't even understand. I've not even had time to do any knitting because I finally found a job and it's just been like 60 miles per hour go. So I do apologize for my lack of activity, but I've been rebuilding my finances because I've been unemployed for so long. So forgive me. But anyway, I thought it'd be really cool to kind of talk about yarn, because if you know me, I'm obsessed with yarn. I have too much yarn. This is not even like 2% of it. Like, this was just for decoration. So where do I buy yarn? Where do you buy yarn from? So this video could be used for a beginner. If you are new to the fiber art space, if you're new to knitting, I would say if you're new to knitting or crochet in general, this might not be the correct video for you, because the yarn I'm talking about is more of a natural kind of fiber thing. But if you want to work with that right off the bat, that's fine. Continue watching. I'm not the yarn police. But yeah, so I think personally as a knitter, I've been knitting for about 4 years now, that when you get to a certain point as a knitter or a crocheter, you just naturally start to kind of move down the natural yarn pipeline. Not always, but it does happen. It happened with me. I don't know why. I think, like, I started knitting using acrylic because that was the only thing I could afford and I didn't know anything else. So I was just an acrylic girly for ages and ages and ages. And then I just started to naturally move towards other blends because I wanted to kind of test out what it would feel like. And I preferred it. I really do. I love working with more natural yarns. So it's just a natural progression. This isn't anything against people who work with acrylic. I don't give a fuck what you work with. It's your yarn, not mine. So I work with acrylic all the time. It's all under my bed though. So yeah, natural fiber yarn. Where do you buy it from, and where do you kind of get the most for your money? Because believe it or not, it can get expensive. And as someone who has been unemployed for like, well, not anymore. As someone who was unemployed for like a year, I still had to buy yarn, because if there's one thing I'm not doing is I'm not knitting just because I can't afford it. Like, I will go sell my ass on the street to buy yarn. I don't care. What I'm trying to say is you kind of have to look around. You kind of have to be quite strategic with it to kind of find the best deals and also be smart about it. So the way I kind of do this is, as you can see, I have lots of cones. I buy my yarn in bulk, and I don't necessarily buy it for the project that I'm making. I usually kind of buy the colors and shades that I like, buy the yarn if it's on sale, or if there's a shade that I like or a fiber that I like of yarn, I'll buy it. Even when I don't necessarily need it, I just kind of store it because I have a problem. But yeah, even if you are buying your yarn for your project, it's still a very good idea to buy it in bulk, because cones come in a variety of different sizes. Usually they come in like 500 grams. This is UK measurement. I don't know about US. Y'all weird. But yeah, so usually come in 500 grams, like so. And depending on what kind of weight it is, it'll kind of vary what kind of meterage or yardage you'll get. So I usually buy 4-ply yarn because I don't know why. I think I had the mentality of like, it's cheaper, but it's not. I don't know. I just like 4-ply yarn, okay? Especially in this weather. It's too hot to be wearing DK or any other weight. So yeah, I buy 4-ply yarn. So 4-ply yarn, 500 grams, you'd probably get, I think it's about 1,500 meters or yards, I don't know, per 500 grams. And usually if I was making a jumper or something like that, I'd only necessarily really have to buy 1, maybe 2 cones. So I think a cone of like this, for example, this is, I don't know. But for example, this is 100% wool. This is 4-ply yarn. and I think this was about 20-ish pounds. So if you kind of work it out, it is very, 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 very cheap, very affordable to buy it in a cone in bulk, because that means I can make a jumper for like 40 quid and it's natural yarn. Obviously, if you add different colors or if you're making bigger sizes, that's going to change, but for me, that's how it works out. And I'm happy about that, even though it will take me like much longer to knit it because it's in 4-ply weight. But you can just hold the strands together. It's not the end of the world. And you can see why I've got loads of different variations. So now we're going to go talk about like companies and sites that I actually buy my yarn from. So this kind of depends, because I have a few brands that I kind of stick to, that I'm loyal to, that I'll kind of always check out, and they're like my first go-tos, but also a kind of few outliers that I kind of keep my eye on, because you never know, sometimes you can get good deals. So you have a few different options that I am going to recommend. So the first kind of one that I'm going to recommend is a UK-based yarn shop called Woolly Knits, and these are where I usually buy my cones like this, and you get amazing quality yarn, 100% British wool. They also sell different other variations like merino wool, cotton, all that jazz, and it is really affordable and it's great quality, so I recommend that. They're also very cool. Another shop that I don't shop with them as much, but I do like to buy yarn from them. So this one, for example, is from a company called Yarn on Cone, I think. Yeah, Yarn on Cone. They also do really good cones at a fairly affordable rate. And yeah, I'm saying affordable, I'm not saying cheap, there's a difference. So affordable for me is like, I don't know, like cheap to me would be like, I don't know, 100-gram ball of yarn for like 2 quid. That would be cheap to me. But like affordable to me is like where I can justify the cost. If it is, let's say, if I was buying it per 100-gram ball or 50-gram ball, and it's like 60 quid, and if I could buy it in a cone and it saves me like 20 quid, that's affordable to me. I can make that. I can make that. And people need to understand that you kind of get what you pay for at the end of the day. So if you're obviously going to buy really expensive premium yarn, it's going to be much easier to work with. It's probably going to last longer because it's going to be a higher quality. It's not going to pill as much. I don't know. I'm not super into like blends and all that jazz, but it's really hot in here. I'm struggling because I've not got my fan on. I'm struggling. So I'm gonna have to wrap this up in a minute because I'm gonna pass out. But yeah, so Woolly Knit, Yarn on Cone. Another one that this is gonna be a honorary mention because I recently discovered them in the last like few months, Yarn Atelier. And yeah, I discovered them a few months back and I'm really enjoying it because they sell yarn by weight as well, but they have a few different ways of doing it. So for example, if you saw a 4-ply yarn that you really loved and you're like, oh no, my pattern's like DK weight, oh, I don't want to like, you know, hell it double, they can actually wind the yarn up for you with the 2 strands already connected to make it a DK weight, which is like insane. Like, what, that is such a good idea. They also basically they basically go to like Italian mills or just mills in general and kind of buy up unused stock and then sell it at kind of a discounted rate. And this is why you can get really high quality, like premium luxury yarn for significantly less. So you can buy like 100% cashmere, you can buy all of these blends of yarn which are like, I've never even used because I've never been able to afford them, but now I'm like, I'm gonna take a stab. And the good thing is you can buy it in like 50-gram weights, so you don't necessarily have to buy loads of it. You can just buy 50 grams just to test it out, see how it feels. You can also get like little testers. So if you are kind of new to going into kind of the natural fiber space, I really do recommend Yarn Atelier, because you can kind of try out a lot of different things without having to like buy like a massive cone like this, and you might not enjoy it. I've also got a discount code for you, so stay ahead. So if you use my code SADNKNITS20, you can get 20% off a yarn order of £40 or more. So go crazy, you know. If you already know what you like, you can go and get a good bargain, because it's very good quality. So I really recommend. So they're kind of like the 3 main stores I kind of shop around, but there's also a few other places where you might not necessarily think to look for yarn. So I'm a big believer in charity shops, or thrift shops as Americans call it. So people don't necessarily know you can actually find yarn there, because you have to look deep. Sometimes it can be a bit of a mix, because sometimes it's usually like loads of balls of acrylic yarn that's like beige and like really gross and horrible. But sometimes you can actually find very, 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 very good stuff, because usually people will donate their mum's or grandma or nana's stuff to the charity shop, and if nana's a knitter, she's gonna have good shit, because the old people know how to knit. So I think I found this at a charity shop. So this is 4-ply yarn. It's teal. I'm not sure what kind of a blend it is though, because obviously it's from a charity shop, but it looks to be kind of like it looks expensive, okay? And I bought this and another one for £3. Not £3 each, £3 together. So you need to look in your charity shops, like go digging in boxes and things, because you'll find gems. Another shop I think that you could look at is Lovecrafts. Lovecrafts is also quite a good shop to find discounts and yarn. They always have sales on. So if you are looking to buy, I wouldn't say it's not good for bulk yarn, but it's good if you want to buy like 1 or 2 balls of yarn at a discounted rate. Usually they have like 20% off sales and things like that. I also do have an affiliate link for Lovecrafts, which I'll put down below. I can't remember what it is, but I think it's like 10% or 20%. I'll put that in the bottom as well. But that's also good to find little gems. I found a few, like sometimes when I'm like, I want to make a sock, sometimes you can find sock yarn on there for like £5. So, you know, you can find bargains anywhere. What else was I going to say? Also, sign up for newsletters. Okay, I know people are like, I don't want people having my data. Bitch, your data is probably all over Facebook anyway, so at least get something out of it, at least get 20% off yarn. Usually most of these companies have newsletters, and if you sign up, you usually get like 10-15% off. That's a bargain. That's like a few quid off your yarn order. Hello. And usually you send you really good deals by email anyway after that, so you know, it's not that bad. Oh, actually, yeah, eBay is also a good one, because lots of people will sell bulk yarn on eBay, so usually you can find quite a lot of good deals there. It can kind of be a hit and miss sometimes though, because I've bought yarn on eBay before and they're like 100% natural yarn, like it's supposed to be like 100% wool and it's acrylic, so you kind of need to watch that there, because people can be sneaky. But other than that, they are my suggestions if you are kind of wanting to move towards a natural fiber without breaking the bank, or if you're just kind of already a knitter and you just need some new suggestions for yarn shops, because I think as a knitter, it's helpful to look around. It's helpful to kind of, especially in this economy, because oh my God, things are so expensive. Cost of living crisis, everyone. So this is me handing over the knowledge of where to buy yarn that is really, really high quality and doesn't break the bank. So if you're going to take anything from if you're going to take anything from this video, take that. Obviously, when I say affordable, I'm not saying cheap. So, you know, I don't want any comments in the I don't want to see any comments being like, ah, they're still really expensive. Well, yeah, you're buying fucking sheep here. You're buying a sheep's. You're not buying plastic. So, you know, you get what you pay for at the end of the day. Also, I think it's also really helpful to know how to calculate your yarn weight by your pattern, if that makes sense. So if you've got a knitting pattern and it says you need, I don't know, 1,000 yards of yarn, it's also really helpful to know how to kind of calculate that if you're not using the recommended yarn, because who in their right mind uses the recommended yarn? That is crazy in this economy. You all probably know this, but I'm going to tell you anyway. So most yarns, when you buy it, will have their total yardage on, which means how much it measures out basically, and how much you kind of can get out of, let's say, 100 grams. So there is loads of helpful guides out there to kind of help you calculate, but it's basically a piece of piss. You'll get, it usually will say like, I don't know, 123 meters per 100 grams or something like that. And basically all you do is like multiply that by, let's say, 500 grams. Boom, you got it. That may be wrong because I'm terrible at maths, but that's the general guide. That's the general idea basically. But when you're buying yarn in bulk, that's really helpful because you don't want to buy too less. I think buying more is better than buying less. So be a good capitalist and just buy some yarn, okay? That's my, yeah. I'm gonna go and like sit in front of, actually no, I'm gonna go to Aldi now, not to buy anything because I just want to sit in front of a cold freezer and think cold thoughts because I'm boiling. So yes, don't forget to subscribe for more knitting yarn tips or somewhat niche videos. I'm still trying to work out what this YouTube channel is going to be because I don't know, I'm just winging it at this point. Yeah, check out the stores that I mentioned below because you will get really good yarn deals. And honestly, if you buy from any of these shops, tag me now. I want to see it. I want to see the yarn. So yeah, use my code SADKNITS20 to get 20% off your £40 yarn order. And there's also a Lovecrafts code as well somewhere around me. Oh, I'm struggling in this heat. Oh my god. But yeah, like and subscribe. Follow me on social media if you want to have a nosy into my life. And have a nice holiday because it's too hot.